Okay, I'm back. And yep, let's continue with the event and see what I'm gonna be doing today. Yeah, that was a lot I was saying for yep. Anyway. Wait, what time was I? 7. Okay. So this we do 7. I don't like it. I can't get this exact. As you saw when it was flickering before when I was doing 7. I don't know why. I just can't get that right while it's flickering.
Man, what happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
Well, I wasn't doing any of that anyway. Okay, so, yeah, let's do this, then go all the way over here. Okay, where am I going? Over here.
Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either.
You see no one.
Are we too early? Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Yeah, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
Ooh. Yeah, I come across those a lot.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
Is there any other doppelganger that you know? Or don't you know what it means?
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
Actually, no, I've heard that if you meet your doppelganger, something bad is going to happen to you. I think that's how it goes.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers? That's a common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler? Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it be related to what we saw last night?
Wait, what did we see last night? I'm not sure.
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Alright.
Huh?
So,
They're not here yet.
So it was basically the important stuff. Forget it. Let's just go have fun with games.
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games. He snuck away again! Do you think he might be...
I don't know. But we'll follow it anyway.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Yeah, and if he's looking behind him, I'm surprised he hasn't seen us.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Shut up, Paimon. Okay, why can we have a
Reporting
stealth
back,
bit
ma'am.
here?
Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Ah! Mutes!
Sarah?
More mutes!
Hazel! What's going on here?
I don't care.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
Yeah, I was looking behind me. I was looking behind myself and I saw him, but I didn't suspect anything. I thought we were just heading in the same direction.
So, what's going on? What are you investigating? It must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Yeah, I don't even know. Still,
Huh?
they say nothing.
What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
Why? We deserve a voice!
An astute observation, Traveler. Tell her the truth.
Okay, that's A. But, yeah, something I thought came to me after I finished. Why is it? Raiden Shogun is the public figure, and so she's acting like the actual Archon, and A is acting like the Shadow Archon, which it should have been the other way around. Because the puppet can't be the Archon. Wait. That's the Shogun? I thought that was A. She had a different speech. Way of speaking.
What? The Shogun is here?
You recognized me with a single glance?
Well, I did. I knew it was you, A. But then again, when he said it, I kind of got a little confused.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler.
No, I'm the demon. The Traveler.
Her gaze, her presence, her mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need her help.
You sizing me up for what? Enough with the mute conversation!
No, please! Stay away!
What?
Yeah, I say what too, because I don't know what they're saying.
You're right. That's a big risk.
What's a big risk? No one said anything.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone. Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
That's good.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
Speaking of Miko, where is she?
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Okay.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Me, I bet.
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But as the judge of the competition, you can ask questions without arousing suspicion.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Da, da, da.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position.
No, not really.
But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger. Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
And they say nothing.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
Okay.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Wait. You don't even know the plan? Should I didn't talk to you about it? Alright, I do. And, where we going?
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Oh, looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Well, we could just ask their mother's maiden name. Right? That would work.
So tired. I don't feel rested at all. How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
Hey, she's back to normal.
Weak. Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and Yoimiya seem the same as ever. Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Well, actually, no. Sayu was actually acting weird yesterday because she was wide awake. But she is acting normal now.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try. White fur, yellow fur. Yeah, well, the traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency. Oh, no, it's just... the traveler really wanted to see you.
Hey, don't put me on the spot here.
Well, it's... your game. Playing your game yesterday? Brought up a whole bunch of old memories.
I didn't even play any games.
So we wanted to come early to reminisce about old times. You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
Paimon, just put a sock in it. You're gonna let it slip.
White fur acting super strange.
Yeah, she's the doppelganger. Let's kill her.
Marinara? Yum! Good banana? Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special. Did you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much. Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
She's curious.
Oh, we should get out of your hair then. Good luck, everyone. Bye, White Fur. Bye, Yellow Fur. Come back and play.
Now think about it.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
So, basically you've got short-term memory. Right? Is she saying that?
Oh yeah, totally. It was... what was it again? Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
No, you were the weird one. So shut up and let me do the talking. Well, miming, but whatever.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Okay, let's do that. But first, I see Twinkle. Thank you. Yeah. Should I really be on the lookout for Twinkles more?
Hey, Toma! We were hoping to learn a bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
It's a mute.
Philosophy?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shosei were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
The boss says nothing.
And he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
If boss wasn't a mute, then yes, he would be.
Time for an interview.
She's among us! No!
Into you? Hold on! You can't just ask a simple question, traveler. Watch and learn. Ahem. We'd love to learn more about your design approach and strategic vision. What will be the project's main draw, and how will it deliver emotional value to your players?
Seriously, Paimon?
Impressive! And completely over Paimon's head.
This is why Paimon should shut up. Go crawl in a hole.
A nice one, boss!
Fixer is a tough nut to crack, huh? Shoot! Paimon can't pick apart an answer she doesn't understand. Over to you, traveler.
And you should have done this from the get-go.
Whoa, not a single stepper.
Yes, Boss Toma.
He said nothing.
Well, Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them.
I did. He didn't speak.
Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Oh, when is it going to be the typical... It's always the last one you look at. But we'll see.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early!
You're here alone? Huh. Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady?
Who?
Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us? Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Enough mutes.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dry berry?
Oh, I just love those. They always mishear words and...
Oh, sorry.
No.
Yobukoban is a criminal?
Uh-oh.
No, of course not! You're in the clear.
In the clear. Is good?
No, it's not.
Good.
What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
And this is why skip would be a hell of a lot easier. Skip button.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki!
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
Are you supposed to say him by name? Or is it a random NPC?
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard? And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
No, it's not.
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
No, we agreed on 30. Wait, did I just say that?
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
No, she's not used to it. She's just getting tired of it. Listen!
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes. Investigated the shogunate officials' nightmares. Analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
True.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams.
So is that gonna be the
Mizuki
club?
really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
That doppelganger of hers is gonna show up while she's sleeping, so yeah.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai, desperate to get the first piece of fried tofu from the ramen stand.
And nick it.
It would seem she hasn't forgotten, even after 500 years. You know, there's something to be said for knowing when to keep your mouth shut, little one.
Yeah, teach that to Paimon.
Well, enough about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined.
Oh, they're already in. They didn't sneak in because they're already in.
In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
Can't we just poke him?
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand, that is our chance. Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce an esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Shogun. So yeah, basically... Why?
So this was your plan, Miko?
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Hyman can't believe she agreed to that.
And she'll probably do a lot for Miko anyway. Miko anyway. Enough mute conversation!
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Why, what? I heard nothing. No words spoken. We definitely need a voice.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go? Huh?
Ah, dang it! Didn't know she was those speaking.
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see. Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
What are you looking at, eh?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
What am I looking at?
working. Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Wait, she doesn't even know what work looks like. How long was she in that isolated space when we came to Inazuma? How long was she in there?
Well, of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dango milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
No, I get 2.
Yes, I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
So you're gonna stay in the shadows and let your puppet rule?
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it. I suppose that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Traveler, Paimon. And the almighty Shogun?
No, this is A, not the Shogun.
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares, but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumekui Baku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later. Actually, I came here to ask you something.
How is that difficult?
Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
So, bath time.
Really? Yes, let's go!
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break. You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Oh? Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Hey, some break from Paimon.
Alright, now we can talk freely. I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Well, she's not the Shogun, she's A, but... Do you know the difference between the two?
Up close, sometimes it's hard to see the whole picture. I think something is troubling her.
You think?
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
In the puppet.
Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy. Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
What am I supposed to do?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
You're gonna hide in a basket and jump out at the first person who shows up. No.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
Paimon won one of those mine.
Sorry for the wait. It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Yeah, you stay here.
Huh? You're not coming? Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg.
So we're actually getting time away from Paimon. Yep, we are. Haha, finally.
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Wait. I'm going to catch up with Paimon now. I want to break.
What makes you say that? If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
Well, there's two of you walking around, so does not do it.
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue. Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me. What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
Yeah, then why are you here?
What clever verbal tricks, traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko. You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
Hey, I've kicked her ass before. And yours. So, I think I can do it.
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed, we shall set out at midnight.
Wait, have I... Yeah, I have. Okay, so I gotta wait till 9 o'clock at night. Fine. Hooray! Exactly 9 o'clock.
Well, shall we head out?
I've been standing here for 2 hours waiting for you to get ready.
All right, no reason to delay. Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink. So, this is a hot spring.
I have a question. Is this mixed bathing or not? Well, because if I'm playing as Aether, would he be here? Yeah, I'm just wondering. It'd be kind of wrong, wouldn't it?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku, but the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma, and that was 500 years ago. When the project was complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And, naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Yeah. Even though basically you could have allowed it to do that.
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed. What makes you say that?
It actually moved.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended.
Well, yeah, you got nothing else to do. You talk to pass the time.
You're correct. Following the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces, creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
Dream demons.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead. The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated.
What? You said a lot more than what is written there.
And every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated. That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
I don't want to hear me mute.
Yes. I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I killed someone who was in a waking nightmare.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own.
You say it was right to kill someone just because they were in a nightmare.
If necessary, I would do it again.
Even if it was me.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Wait, we've got eavesdroppers.
Oh. Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Are you sure? But we had eavesdroppers.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
In a hot spring sake party.
Hey!
Not tea party.
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs relaxed your inhibitions, eh?
She just said she doesn't go in it. So, and she just know now how relaxing these are. How did you... Why are you saying that she already told... That's confusing. She said she doesn't know how relaxing these are. But you said she's already told you how relaxing these are. Does not make sense. Does it?
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
And the truth.
I guess both of us?
And you said it wasn't your plan.
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up.
Get him naked in the bath and then all let loose. Was that the prescription?
In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Oh, that look that she's giving, she looks evil. Or thinking something... sinister? Something? I don't know. It's just the way her head is turned and her eyes look.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation.
And I didn't want to be naked in the bath with you.
If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Let loose.
Help! Help me!
Uh-oh.
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
Everyone get dressed first. But as I said, if you're playing as Aether being there would be completely weird.
Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
Wouldn't it?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
I'm going to behead her if she wakes up. And be violent.
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
A nightmare of you.
Shogun,
It's all right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now. Yes, I was on my way to your restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree.
Someone was spying on me.
It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight. And it was me!
With a smile on my face.
In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
You said you almost fainted, and now you said you fainted. Again.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Isn't there something more important than that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reporting something supernatural. Sorry, miss, we can't do nothing about it. It's not our job description. Honestly.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim! At the festival! Kappa! Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
What?
But Sara and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Okay. Yeah, you did fast travel me. That's good.
Kappa! Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Yeah, and I had some peace and quiet without you. We need to do it more often.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground. Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
And yet you're yokai? Yeah, that... Why would yokai be scared of yokai? Who's heard of that?
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger! Kappa, oh, please don't die.
No, it was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
So basically, I put everyone in danger. You can have my head later.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
Has there? Enough! Great! I don't even know what was said. I'm just gonna do random stuff, then. As always.
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, so we do actually have a voice, but we don't have it.
That doesn't sound right.
Really? Substitution jutsu.
Kappa is made of wood?
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
Because I was trying to go into the dreams of a log.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
I don't know. I have no idea what was said. No one said anything.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
Come on!
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke? They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
Leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
What's that red mark above the head?
No fighting! Let's go!
Hey, does anyone know?
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them!
Alright.
Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
Nothing that I need to worry about. It doesn't hurt me whatsoever.
Nothing's working. The humans are catching up.
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us! You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm up on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that?
Ouch! Transform!
They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick? Oh!
That's how you find them.
Kichiro, protect us!
Save us, Tsukumo!
Shut up!
We're almost rid of them.
Who?
A Tengu!
Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Wait, when did that happen?
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Stay back!
I'm scared.
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
Basically give it a red thing above the head.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
So, are you gonna kill him?
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now.
Do not
A
kill him.
world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
So, they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
Truly?
What are you doing? No, don't!
Oh, really? Absorption works on everything.
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die!
No! How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
What the hell? Oh yeah, it was that thing.
What? What is that? Ah!
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on! We're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak!
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset. Boss Tama will eat us.
No, he won't.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
Wait, so I'm confused a little.
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Where are we?
So yeah, as I said, absorption works on everything. And it also gives me memories that they had.
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
No, I just sucked it up.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Do nothing.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
No, it's not. It's slug level.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
Yeah, reunite him.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch.
I'll go meet an old friend.
The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Alright. And over here. In the woods. Hi, big guy.
Ioroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep?
Really? They do? Oh, they don't.
Shogun! I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue.
I can't
What
move.
should I...
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a knackwweed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Wait, she already knows. She did try and kill you that time, so...
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
True.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you! Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
I transformed into this and I can't transform back.
Not dead? The kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us!
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
We're gonna go underground.
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power! It was the will of the great Baketanuki Kichiro made manifest!
So that was the thing that put that red thing above your head.
It restored our power! And then we made the human go, ching-chung! Yeah!
Oh, basically you've been killing people.
Oh! And by... Ting Tune! Yeah! You mean...
We tricked him and ran.
Wasn't that slash, not kill, or whatever he was saying?
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
That's not good.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
So they went off the path.
We strayed from the path?
Apparently.
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
So basically, how did that turn into kill him? Hey!
Ginkaku, Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Yeah, I did.
Besides, the Bakedaniki were only sealed away back then because Ioroi stole that comb.
Ioroi? It's a thief? Ioroi got what he deserved?
Yeah.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
And yet you're still being punished.
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
True.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
So where's that horn now? Horn now?
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Okay, put a good spin on it.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Ioroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bakedaniki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name.
Wait, do you... You can't know her because you said you was in your little space dimension thinking over stuff for all that time. So, it was the puppet that did that. What? That should know her?
Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
Are you talking about the person you had to kill because they were in a nightmare? But then again...
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction.
Didn't that look like a dude? Not a her.
It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a jibakure. An earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
Now, technically before that, but still.
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you.
Hey, at least it knows something.
But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies.
And it'll come back for round 2, right?
When Chiyo set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated.
Destroyed what's symbolizing it?
And an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
Don't cut another mountain in half.
There's really no other way?
Hey, what about me absorbing it? I did this with the Tanuki over there. Or whatever they are.
Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Seems a little cold, doesn't it?
Oh, who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
It's you right now.
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
Got a point.
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... a 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Someone's got to refresh my memory.
Well,
If I have.
Oh! Yes, during my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Or are we just lying to make so it doesn't destroy that thing?
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
I absorb the nightmare from it, as like I did with those three. Simple.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
That's an opposite. Not fighting itself with itself. I thought it would be fight nightmares with nightmares. Fight illusions with illusions.
Is that even possible?
So how are we gonna give a...
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Yeah.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
No, it's you three.
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Bakedanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Yeah.
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh, speak ill of the past.
She just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Yeah, but there is still the thing that I could easily do it.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have 2 formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the 2 of you can buy us some time.
Okay, I just don't understand. Why can't they just use her name?
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
Well, even though I know, because this is off Japan, which does have shoguns, well, ancient past and all that, but still, you can still use the name.
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure, an enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
Paimon, you're up.
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Nah, I could do it alone.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Yeah.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, You need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Living nightmare. Alright, so where's A? She's down A.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
No.
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
We are not one mind and one body.
One more thing. Thank you.
For what? Hey, for what? Fine, don't tell me then. But I can probably guess it was, well... No, I could say helping her, but actually I don't know. Whatever. Maybe we'll find out what she actually is thanking us for, but... just have to wait and see. Oh, basically people already know, but I don't. So, that is going to be it. And maybe... Oh, actually... Yeah, there's going to be 4 days of this, because there's going to be stopping that thing, and then the end of the festival, right? Because people have already gone through less than I have seen a 4-day festival, 4-day event for less, so yeah. But, as I said, that is going to be it. So, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was fun. You know, we didn't really do much, we just did a lot of talking. And yeah. Okay. Bye!